Hello everyone, welcome back to Stitches with Charlie Feathers. It's so lovely to see you all. A massive thank you, because I didn't realise when I uploaded my whip parade how many views it was going to get, and I was just absolutely blown away. I think it's not far away from 7,000 views now, which is absolutely incredible. I've never had a video, reach an audience in that way. And as a result, we've had lots of new subscribers to the channel, which is amazing. So welcome in. It's so lovely to have you here. Yeah, what can I say? I suppose I'll introduce myself. So my name is Charlie, and I live in Cornwall, which is in the southwest peninsula of the UK, so right at the bottom, at the west coast. And I live on the north coast of Cornwall, so where it's a bit more rugged and a bit more wild. The sea gets quite choppy and wild here. We've got some beautiful rocks and cliffs. Oh, it's just so stunning. I love living here. We moved here from Manchester in the north of England probably, I think, 12 or 13 years ago. And before we had children, because I got a job here as a mental health nurse. So when I finished my nurse practitioner training, I tried to get a job local to Manchester and the Wirral, Wigan, that sort of area, but I just wasn't successful in my job interviews. So I applied for a job in Cornwall thinking I'll never get it. I've always come here since I was a young child. My grandparents always lived down here. Sadly, they've passed away now. But as a child, I always came down here for the summer and spent it with my grandparents and my dad and my brother, and always loved Cornwall a lot. And I didn't come here for many years. So when I saw the job vacancies in Cornwall, and they were recruiting a lot of people at the time, I just said to my husband, well, let's just go, I'll go for it. So I drove all the way down to Manchester on my own, stayed the night with my grandparents, had the job interview, and on the way back to Manchester the next day, they rang me and offered me the job. And then it was just really quick change around. I think within 2 months we were living here. It was bonkers. So yeah, now I live here with my husband. I've got 2 children, no pets, and yeah, I just love cross stitching. I'm absolutely cross stitch mad. I've been stitching. When did I start stitching? My first ever project was the Barbie Dreaming Girl. I was on Instagram because I was a knitter at the time, and I had a knitting video podcast, which was a very small channel. And yeah, that's how it all started. So I was on Instagram because of knitting, and then someone that I was following had started the Barbara Original Dreaming Girl, and I was just like, oh my god, what is that? I have to stitch that. I have to find out what it was. And I started it, and I just got absolutely hooked on cross stitch, and I don't knit anymore. So yeah, my whole life has been taken over with cross stitch. I think I've been stitching 4 years. It was 4 years in February, just gone. So yeah, that's a bit about me. And when I'm not stitching, I really enjoy going to the beach. I love walking on the southwest coast path. What else do I like doing? I like a bit of baking. I like a bit of cooking. Just yeah, being out in nature, going to the National Trust properties, being in the woods. Yeah, I just try and spend as much time outdoors as I can when I'm not stitching. So yeah, I think that's me in a nutshell. Should we get on with the whips? Oh, before I do, let's talk about my little giveaway that I've got at the moment. So at the moment, I've got a little giveaway because I finished and FFO'd my little berries and blooms. Just cover my face with them. And I finished them with some strawberry fabric on the back. Don't they look lovely? They're so cute. Like, they fit in the palm of your hand. They're just so lovely. So as a result, I'm having a giveaway of the Heart in Hand pattern, 2 skeins of DMC that I used, some lovely fabric, which is what I used on the back of the pillows, and one of my lovely Charlie Feathers needle minders. This is my one from my Stop Shock. Not my Stop Shock. I nicked this from my shop stock for my own project. So yeah, there's either an option of winning this one or a tulip needle minder. I'll put in a picture here. And if you already have those two, then we can talk about you having another one from my shop stock, or if you want me to try and create something new for you, I don't mind. This is a new mug since I last saw you from Ava Loves Rosie again. It's the same both sides, and it says, "There is joy to be found in the simplest things." I couldn't resist that lovely vintage girl with her butterfly. She's gorgeous. So yeah, I've got that giveaway running on my Instagram page. So if you want to check it out, it's running until the 5th of May. What's the date today? It's the 30th. Is tomorrow the last day? Is there 31 days in April? I think there is. So yeah, you've still got time to enter. So yeah, let's get on with the whips. So in here, I've got a new start. This is the Cotton Twine April 2025 design, and it's part of their monthly series. Hang on. Sorry, that was just Mr. Feathers. He just come back from dropping the girls off. So yeah, as I was saying, I'm stitching the June Cotton Twine April 2025 design. This is part of their monthly series, so I think they've had a few of these. I know they had a quirky house one. I can't remember what the month was. It might have been April, I think. So yeah, this was kindly gifted to me by the Historical Sampler Company to share with you all. And I really, really loved stitching on this. The colours are absolutely beautiful. Really springy colours. So I started it and thought, like, I didn't think a massive deal about it. I just marked the centre of my fabric with a friction pen, put it in my knur tube, and just started stitching without really thinking about it. I just thought the beehive's yellow, so let's just start with the yellow 3821. So this is where I am. And then I realised after a while that the beehive was supposed to be that light pale yellow with a light grey door. So yeah, I wasn't going to rip it out. So I used the same brown for the wavy lines at the beehive. I carried on with the 3821, and then I picked a shade darker of this grey. It's like a blue grey. What do they call for in the pattern? Let's have a look. So they call for 927, which is oyster grey, and I think I went down to a 926, so it was a shade darker, and filled that in. And yeah, I think the rest is all as called for, apart from the bees. I obviously changed the bee colour because they were supposed to be 3821. So I've got a tray of like leftover cards from kits, or like floss, like things that I've kitted up myself, and floss drops that I haven't put away back in my main set yet. And I think these were flosses that were left over from the Historical Sampler Company Advent gift box, not this Christmas just gone, the Christmas before that they gifted to me. And I had a really nice, it's like a golden browny yellow 833, and I thought that looked really nice, so I decided to change the bees to that colour because I thought it'd be too much 3821 if I put them in there as well. But this corner border is absolutely gorgeous. You can see some of the hanging threads behind there. So yeah, I really enjoy stitching that one. I think it's so pretty. Oh, and I forgot to say I'm going to do this as a present for my friend for her birthday. I don't think she watches the channel. She really loves bees and she really loves purple. So what I thought is I would take out these two bees and the June down here, and I would chart friends. And I thought that would look really, really nice. So that's my plan for that one. I think I only spent a couple of nights on that. It grew quite quickly. Okay, in my lovely new Pauline bag, which I showed in my last video, I did have someone asking me what this pattern is up here that I stitched. This is Laurie Holt with Fat Quarter Shop, called Granny's Squares, and it's a free pattern. If you just type into Google Laurie Holt Granny Squares free pattern, it will come up at the Fat Quarter shop and you can download it. And again, I use leftover charts from kits there. And this is another new start since I last saw you. So my lovely friend Lorna sent me the most gorgeous package. It was a surprise, completely out the blue, and I was absolutely blown away. Lorna's so sweet. She often sends me little packages. And yeah, she sent me this adorable chart. Look at this. Oh my God, so stunning. So this is designed by La Petite Croix de Lucie. I hope I haven't got this wrong. I think she's French. I don't know for definite. And it's part of her fairy collection, and it's called Oona. Isn't she absolutely gorgeous? And obviously this is just a computerized image, so when it's stitched, you know it's going to look absolutely gorgeous. I did have a look on Instagram actually, and I saw a few people had finished it, and it was absolutely stunning. I mean, look at her eyes. Is it going to focus? Go. Her eyes are so beautiful. It's quite an extensive floss list, so I'm just picking them from my master set when I work on this. I haven't kitted it up completely. Lorna also sent me the cutest strawberry tape measure because she knows I'm strawberry obsessed at the moment. So yeah, it's one of those ones that's got like a push. And she sent me the most gorgeous scissors. Am I going to be able to show these from Dinky Dyes that they've got strawberries on? They're not showing up very well, but they're really delicately beautiful, and I have been using these on this project. Yeah, they're from Dinky Dyes, and they're called Strawberry. If you're looking for those, apparently they're on 123 Stitch, Sarah told me. And Lorna sent me a lovely card from Ava Loves Rosie, because we both love that shop. We both bought the mystery box from there. If you really want a lovely, gorgeous, cute, whimsical mystery box, then go over to Ava Loves Rosie and buy one of their mystery boxes at the moment. If I've got time at the end, I'll go upstairs and grab it, and I'll show to you what I got. I was so chuffed with it. That's where all my money seems to be going at the moment. Ava Loves Rosie. So yeah, I had to start this immediately, more or less. And I've got quite a few working threads on this. There is quite a few colour changes because the middle of the chart, I did a middle star, is quite confetti heavy because it's got really beautiful shading on it. And this is where I got up to. So I started on the side of the chin, and I've got the eye in there, look. And it's going to look incredible once that's back stitched. I am using a really gorgeous, much hoarded, much lusted after fabric. This is it's a Sparkly's fabric, and it's called Capricorn, 32 count, and my star sign is Capricorn. So I thought I had to have a piece of this. So I got this, I messaged Kate at Sparkly's, and it took a while to come, but I've had it in my stash a while, and I never really knew what I wanted to stitch on it. But as soon as I saw this chart come through the door, I thought that is the perfect pattern. She's going to look absolutely gorgeous on there, like she's in the forest. And that is my lovely, it was a pin badge, which is Cornish stoneware with Welsh daffodils, which I gifted to the lovely friends that I went to our Welsh stitchy weekend with. I went to Create Nostalgia that I told you about in my last video. And I snapped the metal bit off with some wire cutters and put a really strong magnet on there. So, oh, and talking about that, it's just reminded me that I've started using some new needles. So I got these off the freebie table at Bristol Stitchy Day. These are the pony needles, and I was a bit unsure about them. I've heard a lot about them. I am a ball tip needle obsessed person. I use ball tips on everything. Adah, even weave, linen, it doesn't matter. I use it for everything apart from back stitching. I have used them on back stitching. You can, not on Adah, but on linen and even weave I have. And I only ever use ball tip needles. But I saw these on the freebie table at Bristol Stitchy Day, and I thought, well, I've heard so much about them, they're really good, I'm going to give them a go. And I've really enjoyed using them, actually. I'm using them on a few different projects at the moment. So yeah, if you haven't tried those and you're looking for a new needle, I highly recommend them. It took me a while to get used to it because I think I've got a bit used to the ball tipped and finding the holes so easily in the fabric. But yeah, I do enjoy them. I'll talk about that one at the end. Okay, since my whip parade, I just couldn't get this whip out of my head. It's one of my older whips, and I really wanted to work on it. This is the Green Finger Sal, and it's by Caroline Vincent, and it's in this Cross Stitcher magazine, which is issue 240 from June 2011. And I just couldn't get it out of my head, and I had to pick it up. And I actually got loads of progress on it, and I really enjoyed working on it. So yeah, here's where I've got up to now. So I think last time I showed it to you, I'd got this lady in, the house, and some of these flowers, the pathway and the chickens, and maybe this flower. But since then, I have got loads done. It's trying to focus. There we go. If I put my head up the frame, look at that, I've done loads. I really enjoyed working on that watering can that's backstitched. Really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed putting those two little chickens in. I absolutely loved doing the lazy daisies on those bee wings. The beehive was really fun. Oh, I loved it. It was so much fun. And I've done this bird table here that's going to have a little, is it a robin? Yeah, it's a little robin that's going to be on the top of there. I am going to make some changes to this chart. I have already changed the water coming out of the watering can because they did it on like a darker fabrics. They did it in cream, but I went through my master set and I picked out a blue because that cream was not showing up on this 32 count Zweigart cream. So yeah, I'm really pleased with the changes so far. So I am not doing the words. I'm also going to take out this, I think what is a mound of earth, and I'm going to move the cockerel down. I'm just going to do some more flowers here, I think. What else am I planning on doing? Oh, these apples, I'm going to backstitch them, and I'm going to make them look a bit more like apples, I think. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this one. I think I worked for about 4 nights on that. That's how I got so much progress on it. And there's another Charlie Feathers needle minder that I stole out of my shop stock because it's a chicken. There's another pony needle, you see. Another lovely chicken. Okay, my lovely Pauline Notions pouch. I think this is another new start. Sorry, this is a bit crinkly because it's in. Why isn't it coming out? There we go. Oh, it's because it's got a bit stuck in the zip. So this is the chart that I showed you last time, which was a gorgeous gift from Yasmin, that Yasmin may love, my lovely friend. She gifted this to me from her lovely Polish retreat that she went to and she vended at. So this is by Zayka Stitch, I think you call it, and it's called Springhouse. And it's a little kit with this lovely wooden base, which I think is made by Wonderland Crafts. And have I got something better to hold up behind that? Oh, here. I've just got this blank. Oh no, did I have a needle on there? Yeah. That's a bit better. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I'm using Cross Stitch Saga app to stitch this because you've got the Saga, you scan the QR code in the pattern and it gave you Saga. So, and this is another of my lovely needle minders from my shop. This is one of the first ones I ever made. I had to keep it for myself. Oh, I just caught the thread there with my finger. So yeah, I've just started on the top left roof and I'm really enjoying this one. It's a really lovely stitch. And that's a full kit, like it comes with the pattern and everything, and the pre-cut threads. Okay, my lovely Charlie bag. Is this another new start? No, it isn't. This is the lovely Saltbox Fairy Village by Petal Pusher, who is also known as, is she known as something else? Barbie Tingley maybe is her other name. This was a pathetic start, that's what it was. And I was looking for something to stitch on the sofa with my husband. I can't hold a size 3 or 4 nerge for very long in my hands without a stand. So when me and my husband watch TV, I have to pick a project that is on a size 1 or 2 nerge, so I don't get pain in my hands. Let me just move the nerge hoop on this, because I don't think you're gonna... Oh, I'll take it out completely. That might be a bit easier. It's just gonna be a bit creased. So I watched TV with my husband because it was his birthday at the weekend. So we watched a couple of nights of TV, and I decided to work on this and give the pathetic start a bit more work. And yeah, this is where it got up to. I have had to fudge some parts of this because my counting ability at the moment is very poor, as is getting things in the middle of my fabric accurately. I don't think I've been really exhausted recently. I am on annual leave from work, my paid job at the moment, and I haven't been working on my Charlie Feather shop since I posted a lot of orders out on Monday. So I took yesterday off and spent it at the beach with my husband, which was really nice. And then today I'm doing my FlossTube, and I'm going to sit and stitch for the rest of the day while my girl's at school, and just have a few days to relax, and I'll be back onto my shop tomorrow and back to work tomorrow as well. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to working on this a bit more. There's not a massive amount left, to be honest, to do. I think all of this side is done now. I've made a good start in this house. I've just got the feathers, not the feathers, the big flowers here to do. I'll finish off that house and that'll be a finish. So that should be a finish by the next video. And I'll probably do a giveaway for that pattern. So if you're interested in that, then make sure you're watching my next video. And if we've reached 2,000 subs by then I'll have a few more bits to give away as well. We're very close. I think I checked this morning and I was on 1,927, so really close to 2,000 subs now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, in my lovely So Alison bag, this is my full coverage. And I forgot to put a picture in last time of what this is going to look like, so I'll put it here. And I've made really good progress on this. So I have reached the top right hand corner, so this is the whole width of the project. Let's just hold something up behind there so the light doesn't shine through. So yeah, this is the whole width of the project, and at the moment I am parking as I'm going, either to the right or below. There's some more Charlie Feathers large needle minders on this one that I'm using as kind of parking bobbins. And yeah, as you can see, I've got to this gorgeous right hand trunk, gorgeous tree trunk that's got some really lovely reds and purple shades of royal embroidery in it. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. It's so pretty. And because I mainly stitch on this at night, doing 200 stitches a day, 5 days a week, so I put 1,000 stitches into this a week. So because I stitch on it at night, you don't realise until you look at it in daylight and hold it away from you a bit how beautiful it is. And it always like makes me feel a bit excited. This will probably be the first project that I get professionally framed, because it's going to take me a good 3 years at this rate, and I want to get it lovely framed and put it up in my bedroom, I think. Okay, the next one is the Historical Sampler Company Secret Garden Stitch Along, which started on the 31st of March. This was kindly gifted to me again by the Historical Sampler Company. and they just released part 3 on Monday, and I was still on part 1, so I thought I'd better crack on with it a little bit. I am making some changes to this pattern just for personal preference of what I like. So yeah, I think last time I showed you I'd stitched this dove cut and maybe this side of the flowers. So I picked it back up for a couple of nights and I got all of this done. There's the lovely squirrel needle minder that was gifted to me with the kit. I loved stitching this with all this confetti around the windows. I thought it was absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, I'm not going to, there's half a fox here in this part, which I'm not going to stitch till that part comes out. And part 3 is over this way, so I'm going to pick that up next. And I still need to finish the flowers above here. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to keep the birds in. I might do, or I might put some wording in there that I'm going to chart myself. And I'm not sure if I'm putting the blueberries in here. And I think there's one over in part 3 as well, from memory. I'm thinking about changing them to strawberries because I'm strawberry obsessed, as you know, at the moment. And I was talking to Cross Stitch Sarah about it, saying, I think I want to make some changes to this pattern. I'm not sure if I want to put the blueberries in, I'm not sure if I want to put the birds in. And Sarah said, what about strawberries? And I thought, what a genius idea. So I've been looking at some small charted strawberries from a Sweet Treats cross stitch book and a few other strawberry charts that I've got. And yeah, I really like that idea. So I'm going to carry on with part 3 and put the next bird table in, and then I'm probably going to build it from there. Try and make some decisions then. Okay, my next lovely Oh So Sad Alison bag. I've been working on this an awful lot as well because Yaz's Patreon charts are due to come out well, the 1st of May, and I wanted to get this one finished. This was from was it this month? I can't remember if this was from April or March. I've got a feeling it was March. And this is her lovely March Patreon. Sorry, I didn't finish what I was saying. This is her lovely Token of Spring Patreon pattern. I think it was March. And yeah, I've worked a lot on this. I finished this huge flower and then I've been building off from it. I've got the word spring here that I need to backstitch and then do the birdie legs. I've not got masses of this left to do. I think I've got about 150 stitches, including the word token. I think it goes up here somewhere. So it will say token of spring. And then, yes, I think there's about 150 stitches left to do around these little flower petals and things. And then token of and the back stitch to spring. And I'm stitching this on a River Hut Designs 32 count Murano in Peony Blush, which is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to have loads of it left over. It probably doesn't show on the camera, but it's really gorgeously mottled with like light peaches and pinks. Oh, it's so pretty. And that needle minder is from Don't Step on Your Needle. Don't Step on Your Needle. Yes, I've got the daffodil one. And then I just showed you the tulip one on my the Fairy Saltbox Village. That was on there. I think that's all the whips I've been working on since I last saw you, but that's quite a lot of stitching. I don't know how much because I've obviously been stitching between Cross Stitch Saga, Pattern Keeper and paper patterns, but I know it's a lot of stitching, so I'm really pleased with that. And I obviously got the berries and blooms finished as an FFO'd as well. So I wanted to quickly talk about this chart, which I talked about in my whip parade, but I didn't give enough information about it, and I had someone someone that watches my channel contact me, sorry, I think I covered my microphone then, sorry, and ask me about this pattern. So this is called Moon Magic. I brought my tablet with me so I can give you a bit more information. So it's called Moon Magic, and it is designed by Natalia Hodz, Hodz. I believe she is a Ukrainian designer, and this is what it's going to look like when it's finished. So yeah, I wasn't joking when I said that is a huge moon. It's gorgeous, isn't it? I need to work on this a bit more. I'm just going to bring it up in Pattern Keeper actually and see how much I have done. So I've done 12.5%, 3,668 stitches, but overall it's 29,349. So yeah, I've only done that tiny little bit in the middle, and I haven't backstitched that cabin or the house yet. I bought this pattern through Instagram. I'm just going to find her. She's called Natalia Cross Stitch. That's what her logo looks like. She's got some gorgeous charts. I think what happened was I messaged her on Instagram and I paid for it through PayPal. I've just noticed another one that's really cute. I really like that one. So yeah, she's got quite a lot of whimsical patterns. Look at these cats. They're stitched on perforated paper. They're brilliant. I've not been looking at her Instagram for ages. Yeah, there's someone's finished model. Look, if that's her finished model, someone else stitched it for her. That's so gorgeous. So yeah, that's how to find her and that's how to buy the pattern, because I did say that I would share that on this video. So yeah, if you've ever got any questions about things that I show, then just put them in the description box below, or message me on Instagram, or send me a message on Coffee or my Charlie Feathers Outlook email address. They're all in the description box below. Okay, next I wanted to show you the gorgeous Historical Sampler Company box for May, which they really kindly gifted to me. As usual, it comes in the gorgeous, really beautiful tissue paper. It's so beautifully packaged every month. And inside you get the gorgeous design, and this month it's these beautiful, beautiful swans. I love this so, so much. I think it is absolutely stunning. So inside you get the colour chart, the instructions about how to finish the project. Really lovely East of India bag. I love these bags. And inside you get your fabric, which I've got the lovely linen. I think is it 32 count? It's a 16 count Adah if you get the Adah version. So what will that be? That'd be 32 count, won't it? Have I got that right? Because 14 count is 28 count. Yeah, so 16 count will be 32, I'm pretty sure. I'm always a bit rubbish at the convert. I think it's because I don't often stitch Adah. You get your lovely tea bag. I've been getting English breakfast in the last few boxes, which is great because I like a builder's tea. You get your needle and you get your floss card, all pre-cut. That all comes in the East of India bag. You also get a beautiful piece of striped fabric for finishing the back of your pillow, some white rip rack. Oh, this really absolutely gorgeous soap. It smells so lovely. And this is lovely because I'm vegan, if you didn't know that. And this is suitable for vegans. It's cruelty free, it's sulfate free and paraben free, and it's so beautifully packaged. This is by Rex London. I love Rex London stuff. I often buy it for my girls. They do lovely board games, like matching games from nature. They do gorgeous, gorgeous hairbands, hair clips, a lovely stationery, and it's very whimsical. So yeah, that was really lovely. And this month is milk chocolate over vanilla marshmallow, mallow and marsh. I won't eat this because it's a milk chocolate, and as I'm vegan, I don't eat that. So as a choice, but really lovely. That will be gifted to one of my lovely friends when I send them a package next. I wonder who it will be. I am due to send Kim Stitchy Squirrels a lovely package, so it will probably end up going to live with her, I suspect. So thank you to Historical Sampler Company. I can't wait to get stuck into that one. I've got the Easter, which box would that have been? February, I think. So I want to finish that one, and then I will probably start that one, and I'm going to switch it to a 40 count fabric. I think I've got a really lovely blue 40 count from Swan Bay Fabrics, or maybe another fabric dyer, Paula at Eva Faith. Is that her name? I've got some gorgeous 40 count in blue from her, I think, that I thought might be really nice. I haven't dug them out yet and had a look with the flosses, and I want to make the swans really cute and small and make a smaller pillow, so that's my plan for that. Okay, next up, I just wanted to share with you, I've got all my strawberry charts together in a really lovely bag. I haven't got a strawberry bag yet. I've got it in this gorgeous floral Ted Baker bag. I think this is a cosmetic bag. I bought it at the charity shop. I just loved the florals on it. I'm waiting for Oso Alison. She is going to have strawberry bags in her next shop update at the beginning of May. And I also saw Pauline at Sobe Bags. She's also going to be having strawberry bags. So I can't wait for those ladies to bring out their project bags, and then I'll have a really lovely bag for both my strawberry projects and to store all my strawberry kits and projects in. So yeah, for the moment they're being housed in here, but I thought I would show you what I've got in here that I'd like to stitch. If you want to see more strawberry charts, go over and see Sarah at Cross Stitch Sarah, because she showed all of her strawberry projects, strawberry charts as well, because of me. She's got completely strawberry obsessed as well. Sorry, Sarah. So first off is some haul. I've got the lovely Tiny Modernist Mouse's Strawberry Jam, and I love this pattern. I was waiting for this to come back in stock at Create Nostalgia. Lovely Mary got it for me. I got that in the post. And at the same time, I bought a couple of packs of Mill Hill beads because I want to do some beading on my Moon Garden sale that I've been doing from Witch's Garden Crafts. I did show it in my whip parade, and instead of the stars, I want to do beading. So I bought a pack of crystal beads and some white beads, and I'm going to look at them against the fabric and see what to pick. I haven't got them with me. I haven't bought a lot of haul with me today because I've got enough to show you. So at the same time as that, I also got some really lovely Weeks Dye Works Strawberry Fields, which I couldn't resist. And this is probably not going to show either, but it has the most gorgeous variegation. It's probably not going to show. But yeah, it's like light pinks to dark pinks. It's gorgeous. And I hear on the grapevine from my lovely friend Yasmin May would love that she's going to have some strawberry charts in her Patreon in May. So if you want to see those, then make sure that you're following Yaz, and that maybe you consider joining her Patreon. Also got the cutest little strawberry button. Don't know what I'm going to use that for yet, but I couldn't resist it. So that was from Create Nostalgia. What else have I got here? I've got a freebie from Anne's Orchard Needlework. She's got some gorgeous, gorgeous freebies and also kits. So I won't show this for too long, but it is a freebie. So you can go over to her website and I just typed in strawberry and it came up straight away on her blog, I think it was, and I just printed it out. So this is Love You Very Much. And it doesn't actually, what I like about this is the same for the Victorian sampler, who does like a monthly freebie for the whole year in a series. So last year she did cottages, this year she's doing florals, and she doesn't give you the floss colours. She just gives you like an idea of like what sort of colour they should be. So like red, blue, that's as much as she gives you. And then you go into your stash or your leftover kits or whatever and you pick your colours. And it's the same for this look. And you can write in what you've picked underneath. I love that because it's a good dabble. You know, if you're not used to changing your floss colours, changing your fabric colours, it's a really good start into doing that for yourself and individualising your stitching. I'm quite confident in doing that now because I do it often, and I think the more you do it, the more confident you get. But this is a good start, you know, just picking your reds, picking your greens, and on this one you've only got to pick, well, a white, which is easy, isn't it? You either pick, you know, Blanc, DMC, 3865 or Ecru. You know, they're the only ones really, aren't they? And then 4 others. So a light green, a dark green, a light corally pink, and a dark corally pink or a red. You know, so that's simple to pick 4. Hold it against the fabric that you're going to stitch, and away you go. So yeah, a kit that was gifted to me by lovely Sarah, Cross Stitch Sarah. This was some happy mail in the last month, and I'm going to stitch that on some lovely even weave or linen. But it's a Trimmets kit and it comes with everything, like the pre-cut floss and everything, the instruction sheet, a needle, and some Adah. I've got Strawberry Fair in here from October House Fibre Arts, which was really kindly gifted to me alongside the Tom and Lily floss that Kim used. So yeah, I've had this in my stash for well over a year and I need to start it. I've got a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous vintage chart from Sarah, Cross Stitch Sarah, from 1988. I was 3 years old when this chart was released, and it's by Ginger and Spice, and it's called Strawberry Show-Offs. So there's this really big one, which is gorgeous, or there's this little tiny oval one if you didn't want something too overwhelming. I quite like that big one. Okay, I printed this out from Just Cross Stitch Summer, the current summer edition, which I can access through my library. I just put in my library number and then I can access Cross Stitcher magazine, Just Cross Stitch, and what's the other one? There's another UK Stitcher magazine. I mainly use Cross Stitcher. You probably know what I'm talking about. And this is from Infinity Bear Designs. She's called Manda Rullion, and it's called Fresh Hues, I think. And it's this gorgeous strawberries, oranges, and lemons. I really want to start that soon. I also picked out the Prairie Schooler Prairie Fairies. I've had this for so long, since Yasmin Made with Love started her FlossTube channel for definite, because I remember seeing this on one of her early videos and I went and bought it. So I've had this probably 3 years. And as you can see, some of those fairies, they've got strawberry hats and strawberry dresses on. So I want to start one of those. I've got the Heart in Hand Everyday Things, which I bought from Needle Market, I think, a few years ago. And this has got a strawberry border, and it also has a strawberry coming off the tomato. And it says that everyday sweet little things are the most beautiful. And it comes with this lovely little button. Oh, I like that. That's on the back. The Collector's Heart. Look for the good. It's like a little companion. That's cute. Okay, I bought this at Stitch in London last year, and this is called Love Grows Here by Tiny Modernist. I do love Tiny Modernist. I love her greenhouse that greenhouse sale that lovely Emily is stitching, Crafty Emily. I've only started watching Emily recently because Morty talks about her a lot, Mad Morty at the Bron, and I've really got into Emily's FlossTube. She's a lovely soul, and she's been going through a lot this year with her partner Richard, or her husband. I think they're engaged, aren't they? So yeah, fiance Richard. He's been struggling with his health. Yeah, it's not my place to share that, but I'm thinking about you, Emily, and sending well wishes and everything to you and Richard. And I'm looking forward to receiving my needle minder that I've ordered from you, from her. She's got a coffee shop now, so you can support her and yeah, go over and watch Emily. And yeah, how did I get onto Emily? Oh yeah, she's stitching the Tiny Modernist Sal and she's beading it, and it looks glorious. And I loved watching how she put together her own larger Q snap from using overfill pipe and overfill corners that she bought from B&Q. I think it was brilliant to watch that. That wasn't her Easter special because she had 3 days off work over Easter bank holiday, and she went and bought all the stuff and put it together so that she could get the whole of her Tiny Modernist greenhouse sale in the Q snap so she could bead it. It was brilliant. So yeah, I love Tiny Modernist too, and you can see the strawberries growing out of this house. Love this one. I think you can use, is there fancy floss in this? No, it's either DMC or Anchor for that one. The first one I showed you, the mouse, I've put it back in the bag now, but I think that is either overdyed or DMC. Okay, next one is a freebie from Barbara Anna. Sorry, I didn't have a colour printer when I printed this. Strawberry Dreams. You can get this from her link that is in her Instagram profile. If you click on her link in her bio, she's got freebies, and one of them is this Strawberry Dreams. I have lovely strawberries and birds from Yasmins Made with Love. Can't wait to stitch this one. I love Yaz's strawberry and bird designs. I've got the Whilst Iris Naps strawberry pin cushion. I've even put some fabric in here for this. I think that was also from the summer box, which I got from West Green Loft Yarns last summer. And this was one of the designs that was included. So I'm wondering if that was the fabric that was left over from this chart that I finished that was in that summer box. I don't even know if that's going to be big enough, but I'll look at that. But I'm going to vibrant this up because I really love the design, but I'm not a prim stitcher and I think it needs a bit more vibrancy. So yeah. I've also got a printout of Summer Jam from October House Fiberworks, and she was giving this away as a freebie on the newsletter either last year or the year before. I think it was 2023, but you can now buy this in her shop. I nearly bought it again by accident when I was looking for strawberry stuff the other week. And this is stitched with either Fancy Floss or DMC. I love this one. It's gorgeous. Skinny pillow. She's like the skinny pillow queen. And another one that I bought, well, I actually got this as part of Stitch on Good Luck, who is another really lovely upcoming Ukrainian designer. I'm pretty sure she's Ukrainian. Yeah, Stitch on Good Luck. I'm not in her Patreon anymore. I just joined for a few months so that I could get this pattern. And it's called Blueberry Jam. So I know it's not strawberries, but it's kind of got that whimsy strawberry like feeling that I get when I look at it. Oh, look at that mouse making jam over fire. It's so cute. So yeah, they're my strawberry charts that I've got. And the other thing is I wanted to show you, I won't be too long with this, but I got obsessed after seeing lovely Rebecca Lofty Makes on Instagram. She has started a vintage design called Summer Bouquet by lovely Caroline Meacham at Serendipity Designs. She's starting it on 40 count. It is glorious. Go over and look at Rebecca's start of it. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. And I looked at it and I thought, I'm sure I've got that chart at home, because I do love picking up vintage charts, and I have got quite a few here that I thought I'd quickly show you as I was looking through to see if I had summer bouquet, which I don't. I have autumn bouquet, which is equally as beautiful. And now I want to copy Rebecca and I want to do this on 40 count. So yeah, that made me get out all of my vintage charts that I love, and I thought that I'd show to you. So ages ago, Sarah gave me this gorgeous little leftover kit of fine feathers, again by Caroline Meacham. I don't even know if she's designing anymore, but if you go on eBay, there is so many charts and kits by her, and I may have ordered another bird one. I'll show you that when it comes. So yeah, she's given me all the leftovers and everything for that. Ages ago in a charity shop, I found this one for £2 and I couldn't leave it there. It's a full kit and it's anemones. Lovely Lindsay at Wolfie Stitches gifted me this one. It's called Tea Roses. So pretty. I've got Helen Burgess, which is a Canadian. Because this came from Lindsay at Wolfie Stitches as well, because her mum went to Canada on a trip and brought her back a whole stack. It was literally like this of cross stitch that she'd found for Lindsay, and Lindsay, bless her, shared some of it with me. And funnily enough, Helen Burgess has also released some with Serendipity Designs, which is really, really interesting. But this is from, like, I think I opened it and it was from 1980 something, maybe 1980. These gorgeous yellow and purple roses. Oh, it's stunning. So yeah, thank you, Lindsay, for that one as well. I had this one in my stash for ages. This is Roses for Amelie. I think that's how you say it. This is from 1993. And there's a few charts in there. So you can do Petit Point or you can do the larger one in full cross stitch. And these are stitched, I think, in maybe silks. Soy de Large. I've never heard of those before. DMC, Anchor, or J&P Coats. I don't know what that is. But I'll probably just do that in the DMC or the Anchor if I have them. I have Catherine McClung, who is a beautiful artist that I looked into quite a lot. And this is called Birds of a Feather. I bought this because I love the cold tip one with rose hips, it looks like. But I also really love that one up there. That looks like a crested tip. But yeah, there's quite a lot of information about her as an artist. This is a full colour chart. I'll just flash it quickly. This is from 1990. Oh my god, this next one is absolutely stunning. I keep meaning to order the floss to start this one because I have to start it soon. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is probably my favourite vintage chart that I own. It's from 1994. Look at this. Look at that watercolour effect of that stitching. It's stunning. This is also by a professional artist called Sher Masters. It's been released by Cottage Fever. It's called Harmony Watermill, and Gail Ritchie has designed it. There's quite a lot of flosses in that. I probably will do a floss order just for that one and kit it up and start it. I want to do that after this video. This was also a recent kind gift from lovely Sarah at Cross Stitch Sarah. This is designed by Janet Powers. She also does lots of lovely charts that are quite vintage. And this one's called Wisteria. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? When's this one from? 1998. So anything from the 80s or 90s I would consider vintage, like me. Another Caroline Meacham. This is Ming Peonies. I picked up a lot of these in my charity shops or eBay. And that one's from 1987. And I also have Ming Orchids. And that one's from 1987 as well. I think there might be more in this collection. And I also have another one from Lindsay, which is A Bed of Roses, The Royal, by The Silver Lining. This is from 2006, and it's this gorgeous rose. You just know that when that is stitched, that is going to be stunning with all that shading. Absolutely gorgeous. I haven't opened this properly to look at it, but I really want to stitch that one too. And the last one I have is by Cross My Heart. This is a tiny little gorgeous kit. You get all the flosses, which I need to put on floss cards, a little piece of Adah, a needle, and the chart. This is from 1993, and it's called Mill Cottage. It's a cottage magnet kit from Cross My Heart. If you go on eBay, you will find loads of these. And yeah, I've just got a thing about mills and water mills. I don't know why. I've drawn them on my floss drops quite a few, I think once or twice. I just love water mills. I would love to live in one. So yeah, I'm looking forward to starting that vintage kit soon as well. And Sarah has also got one that is a Tudor house, which is gorgeous, and I think we're going to start them together. So yeah, that is all my vintage and strawberry charts to show you. The last thing I have is some gorgeous Stitchy Kindness from Sarah's daughter-in-law, Bethany. I can't remember what her Instagram handle is on Instagram. I'll put it in the description box. But she offered to stitch me some gorgeous pink fabric because I fell in love with Sarah's piece that she stitched her, is it hands-on design, I think, Ladybird Picnic on, and I said I love that fabric. She spoke to Bethany, and Bethany said that she would dye me some, and in exchange I sent her a dragon needle minder. So we kind of did a swap. I love doing swaps. If anyone ever wants to do a swap with me for something that they handmade, I'm more than open to that. Again, send me an email, Instagram message, or a coffee shop message. And look at these that Bethany gifted to me. This gorgeous, gorgeous pink. Look at the mottling on that. It's gorgeous. And the really lovely pinky blue. Oh my God, it's so stunning. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Bethany. And that is everything I've got to show you. Thank you so much for joining me again. Hello to all the new subscribers. Thank you for all your shop orders, either through messaging me on Instagram, on Coffee, or put through your orders on Coffee. I am so immensely grateful. You've kept me very busy in between a couple of releases that I've had. I've had a summer collection needle minder release, and what else have I released? Oh, seasonal needle minders as well. So I did a small commission of a set of 4 needle minders of spring, summer, autumn, and winter. And yeah, I've had some other commissions of dragons, and yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate every order, every commission, every like, every share. It means so much to me, my small business. So thank you so much. And yeah, I hope you get plenty of stitchy time in, and hopefully I'll be back again soon. Take care. Bye.